Charmaine here and welcome to another video. I hope you like that preppy happy music because I thought it would just be fitting because in this video I will show you how I made recycled paper using and including the fun packaging fillers from one of the stationery products that I received. So this isn't much of a tutorial, rather this is a craft vlog. So if you are actually looking for a more technical video or tutorial, I suggest you check out all my other handmade paper videos. They're all in a playlist and they are more in tutorial form. Before we jump right in, do click subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. So this super awesome packaging from Stationery Pal is actually what inspired this whole video. It came with such beautiful, fun, colorful confetti and these tissue paper fillers. Look at that purple, it's just so pretty. So I had to separate the fillers from the confetti. As you can see, it is so pretty. I just had to turn it, or at least try to turn it into paper. Things like this, you can't just throw them away. So after sorting them out, it was time to now get started with the paper making process. From the get-go, I knew that the fillers and the confetti wouldn't be enough to create paper. So here I am shredding shipping transmittals and also a bunch of old notebook sheets. If you are following along, you don't need the shredder. You can actually manually rip them into smaller pieces so that you can easily put them in a blender and add water. So as you can see, I already have this thing. Like, I know the size of my containers. I know how much my blender can work with. So my idea was to have my base as white and then just have the purple details and the confetti as accents. But when I added half of the fillers onto this first vat of white paper, I didn't anticipate that the tissue paper would be so soft that a couple of runs in the blender, it disintegrated into smaller pieces and it actually turned the white base color into light purple. But that was fine because my second batch I was able to sort of like perfect it. So I did it again. I made my white base color pulp. This time around I didn't put the purple fillers in with the blender. I just cut them into smaller pieces and put them in my container, and then I added in the white pulp and just mixed them up. Then I poured the mixture onto my water bath. So as you can see, I didn't really do a very good job with the cutting of the paper fillers, so I had to manually pull them apart. And then of course I added in the confetti. But when I was doing this, I was like, the gold foil sheets, I was definite that they wouldn't hold onto the sheet just because they are like made of something like a plasticky sheet. So I knew they wouldn't be absorbed together with the pulp. But you know me, I want to experiment, and even if I knew it wasn't gonna stick properly, I tried to put them in the sheets anyway. So I just covered it with some of the pulp just to hold the gold foil in place. After lifting off the decal, it's now time to put it on the couching sheet. Okay, I just learned this recently. It's a couching sheet, not couching sheet, as I've been saying so in my previous vlogs and tutorials. As you can see, I bought a new sponge, and this one is for the car wash, but it didn't work, I swear. I mean, I know it's huge, but it didn't do the job. So I just went back and grabbed my high density sponge. This one works way better than any other sponge that I've tried, really. So it works better, and lifting the mold is easier for some reason when I use the sponge. So I just repeat the whole process until I run out of pulp. And I had some trouble with the long strands. It's not shown here in the video, but I actually just snipped a couple of the strands because when I lifted the decal, it peeled off some of the pulp. But as you can see, you have that wacky, playful pattern on the sheets. And of course, I just hung the sheets to dry. And I just continued on and repeated the whole process for the second batch. This video that you're watching right now, this is the light purple pulp that I made first, and it turned out well too. I mean, it wasn't as dark purple as I thought it would be. They were just like maybe 2-3 shades apart. So these are the papers. When they're dry, I usually leave them overnight because they would dry faster if I left them out under the sun. But yeah, I just prefer to have them indoors because sometimes the wind blows and you know, you can't control the environment outdoors. Anyway, so here I am just harvesting fresh paper off of my couching sheets. So yep, it's couching sheet. I was always thinking that it was couching sheet because like a couch where the pulp will sit, but yeah, it's couching, not couching. So the patterns turned out crazy, way crazy, as you can see. If you ask me, this is what a party looks like in paper form. Obviously, because of the heavy embellishments, this paper will not be suitable for writing. The gold foil sheets held on really well, as you can see, but you can easily pull them out if you wanted to. But if you ask me, I think this fun experiment was another success. What will I be using these sheets for? So since they are decorative elements, you can journal with them, collage with them, give them to a friend. I mean, you can actually still write on them because the paper base that we used had sizing built into it. So this will be able to hold, I think, most probably up until gel pens. It won't be able to hold fountain pens or inks. If you had these papers, let me know what you would do with them. What do you think are fun craft activities where we can use these fun pattern papers? Anyway, guys, these are the papers that we were able to recycle in this video. I hope you enjoyed this simple handmade paper vlog. I will see you next Thursday for a Journal with Me video. For now, stay safe and keep well. Bye!